students from class 10. Today we'll be starting off with the history classes, alright? Assignment 1, session 1. The first War of Independence, 1857, causes and consequences. So today, before I start explaining you textually, let me give you a brief background about the 1857 revolt. It is also known as Sepoy Mutiny. Sepoy Mutiny, I'll write it here for you. Sepoy Mutiny. Now, Sepoy Mutiny was a term coined by the Britishers to undermine the entire revolution, entire revolt. Sepoy means soldiers, mutiny means a rebellion caused by the soldiers. Alright? Sipahi, Vidroh, as it was known in Hindi, and as it was known as Sipah Salar Bagawat in Urdu. Alright? So, in 1857, what happened? See, there were many causes that took place, many revolutions took place, but this is a significant one because it nearly, not literally, but nearly unified the entire India. Now, you remember one thing, East India Company? East India Company ruled over India from 1757 till 1858, nearly 100 years of rule, in fact more than that. After 1858, the British government took over under Queen Victoria. So 1757, what happened? Battle of Plassey took place, where the East India Company under Lord Clive defeated Suraj-ud-Dawla, and Lord Clive was also supported by the French troops. So East India Company was a trading company, a stock exchange company of the Britishers. They were ruling over India, and a revolution took place in 1857. So what happened was that the immediate cause was they introduced a kind of Royal Enfield rifles, where you have to use greased cartridges. See, a greased cartridge. So you have to bite off it and put the gunpowder in the rifle, ready to shoot. Now that greased cartridges, that cartridge, the grease was made of, it was rumored, it was made of from the fats of pork and beef. Now Muslims, they will not have pork. Hindus retaliated, no, we are not going to touch beef. So in Barakpur, Mangal Pandey, a soldier, a sepoy, he revolted. He said, no, we are going to retaliate, this will not take place, we will not follow the orders. He was hanged to death. But the main event took place in 10th of May, 1857 at Meerut. Because the soldiers there, they attacked the officers, they killed many women and children as well. So let's start. The first War of Independence, 1857, causes and consequences. India had independence from British rule in 1947. But the popular struggle that led to independence has been a long drawn process. See, before this 1857, there was a fight with Tipu Sultan. Then Nizam of Hyderabad also retaliated at some point of time. Suraj-ud-Dawla also fought. But these were not fights of the nation. These were fights of princely states. This was a unified fight by the nation against Britishers. It unified India in a way. So, between 1757 and 1857, there have been a number of revolts throughout the Indian subcontinent against foreign domination. However, the revolt of the Sepoys at Meerut was significant because unlike other revolts, it did not remain an isolated incident. It unified the entire nation. Main events of the first War of Independence. The immediate context of the first war was the greased cartridges. That was the immediate cause. There are many causes, political, social, economical, religious causes, but this was the immediate cause. A rumor spread that the cartridges were greased with the fat of cows and pigs. The soldiers believed that the cartridges were intentionally greased with animal fat to hurt their religious sentiments. It was a taboo for Hindus not to touch beef. Same goes for Muslims, they were not going to touch pork. So they thought the Britishers were trying to convert the Hindus and the Muslims into Christianity. We'll come to that later on as well. What was the point? The trouble first began at Barakpur in Bengal, where many Indian soldiers refused to use the greased cartridges. Mangal Pandey was a Brahmin sepoy from the 34th Infantry. He spearheaded the protests with the dissatisfied sepoys and attacked the adjutant of his regiment. His action was propelled with fear. The Britishers got panicked for a while, but they had to curb the revolution, the entire revolt. Mangal Pandey was arrested and hanged on 8th April 1857. 8th April 1857. He was hanged to death, but that was just a flicker of a candle, because the main revolution, the main revolt was going to take place now. On 8th May 1857, new cartridges were reissued to the Indian sepoys. 85 of the soldiers refused. No, we are not going to use the greased cartridges. We are not going to bite that off. It's against our religion, we will not do so. Britishers will not cover us like that. They were dismissed and sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment. That triggered. Indians felt humiliated. That triggered. They were disgraced, stripped of the uniforms. They were totally insulted. On 8th of May 1857, the Indian sepoys at Meerut, they broke into open war, killed many officers as well, killed many officers. They released the prisoners. On the same day, these sepoys, along with thousands of civilians, see, this was a revolt started by the sepoys, the soldiers, but the civilians, they lapped up the revolt. They also got involved. No, because see, there was a common belief that in India, after every 100 years, the regime changes, the rule changes. That was the belief. So they thought 1757, East India Company started the rule. So 1858 is their time to go away from India. So that also was a spur, right? Events at Delhi. When the revolutionaries reached Delhi, they killed thousands of British soldiers. They proclaimed the then Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar II, who was living on pension. He was Mughal. He had a titular position. Titular king. He was a titular king. He had the title of the Mughal emperor, but he was a powerless puppet. But still, Indians thought no, he is the Mughal emperor, better than the Britishers. Alright? The rebel soldiers from other stations, other outposts, other states, other places also poured in Delhi. The loss of Delhi lowered the prestige of the Britishers. So in order to restore the prestige, the British risked everything. Sir John Nicholson, with the help of the loyal Sikh soldiers from Punjab, recaptured Delhi. Sir John Nicholson. With the help of some loyal soldiers from Punjab, he recaptured Delhi. The old Emperor Bahadur Shah was taken prisoner. He was found guilty of helping the rebellious soldiers. He was sentenced to life imprisonment and he died in 1862. So we'll keep it up till here. We'll continue in the next session talking about the events at Kanpur. Your homework will be from question number 1 to 9. Question number 1 to 9, your homework. Alright? And I'll be seeing you soon. God bless you all. Revise the chapter. All the answers will be provided as well. God bless you. All the best. Good morning, my students from class 10. We will be continuing with assignment 1, session 2 of history, class 10. So as I was talking about the revolt of 1857, alright, I told you the events that were taking place. First event was the Barakpur, where Mangal Pandey revolted, he was hanged. Then Meerut, alright, now we'll come to the events of Kanpur. Now, a very prominent name, that is Nana Sahib. He was the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II. Adopted son. So the Britishers did not accept him as the natural heir means successor, inheritor of the post of Peshwa, as the king of the Marathas. So he revolted in Kanpur. And so what happened? The Britishers counterattacked. After attacking, Nana Sahib fled to Nepal. And then Kanpur was recaptured by the Britishers after defeating Tantia Tope, was commander of Nana Sahib's forces. So the events at Kanpur. The War of Independence at Kanpur was led by Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II. Being a brave and determined general, Nana Sahib captured Kanpur. So he attacked and captured Kanpur. He ousted the Britishers from there. He created havoc among the Britishers and he declared himself to be the Peshwa. I am the Peshwa. He had captured a large number of British men, women and children, and Nana Sahib promised that this men, women and children will get a safe passage. But while they were going, while they were crossing the river, they were attacked by the mob. In fact, many women and children were shot dead. They died. That infuriated the Britishers. He promised them a safe route to Allahabad. However, when they were getting into the boats to cross the river Ganga, they were shot down by the angry mob. On 17th of June 1857, 17th of June 1857, General Havelock captured Kanpur by defeating Nana Sahib. Nana Sahib saved his life, fled to Nepal, and Tantia Tope took over, who was a commander of Nana Sahib's forces. Finally, Tantia Tope was defeated and Britishers recaptured the city. Events of Lucknow. Events of Lucknow is also very important. It was started by the Begum of Awadh. Awadh was spelled as Audh by the Britishers. The Begum of Awadh, she led an angry battalion against the Britishers. The fighting was so fierce that the common men nearly torched the British posts They did kill the men, tortured the women, killed the children as well. The British took refuge in their residency, which was recaptured by the Indians. In the fight, Sir Henry Lawrence was shot dead. Sir Henry Lawrence was shot dead. At last, Sir Colin Campbell comes. He comes with more reinforcements. He defeats the Indian soldiers and recaptures Lucknow in 1858. Now, you have to understand one thing. Why was Nana Sahib so angry with the Britishers? Two names are very important here. Nana Sahib and Rani Lakshmi Bai. They suffered under the doctrine of lapse. This is a very important term that's been haunting you since class 8. Doctrine of lapse. It meant that if a ruler died without a natural heir to the throne, without a natural successor, anyone who could inherit his kingship or her kingship, has to be a male heir and naturally born. Adopted children were not allowed. So Nana Sahib was adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao too. So Britishers said, your territory will be annexed. Annexation. Annexed. Annex means to add on to be an extra or a subordinate, a part of the British territory. Annexation means to capture, to make a part of. So similarly, Rani Lakshmi Bai, she also lost Jhansi because Damodar Rao was not accepted as the natural heir. Now that will fall under the category of events at central India. Okay, so first we will be understanding the events that took place at Lucknow and Kanpur, which was really violent, and Britishers wanted to curb that. So the events at central India, Indian soldiers had two great leaders, Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi and Tantia Tope. Under the leadership of the Rani, soldiers of Tantia Tope and her own soldiers, they occupied Gwalior. Nana Sahib was proclaimed Peshwa. After Nana Sahib was proclaimed Peshwa, definitely Tantia Tope was leading the force. There was Maharaji Jayaji Rao Sindhya, from whom Gwalior was seized. Maharaja Jayaji Rao Sindhya was also known as Maharajji. Okay? Sir Hugh Rose advanced towards Gwalior. Sir Hugh Rose. Sir Hugh Rose. He advanced towards Gwalior and defeated the Indian troops. Rani Lakshmi Bai, donning the garb of warrior, died like a brave soldier. She became a part of the folklore. As they say, "Khoob ladi Mardani wo to Jhansi wali Rani thi." Alright, so she was an epitome of feminine masculinity. Alright? Okay, feminine masculinity. After that, the war had also spread to other places. In Bihar, it was led by Kumar Singh, a zamindar from Jagdishpur. In Faizabad, the revolt was led by Maulavi Ahmadullah. Now, after the events of central India, we'll go to the causes of the war, which I'll be starting off in session 3. All the best, revise everything. Your homework will be from question number 10 to 15. Answers to all the questions will be provided. Alright, objective ones as well as answering details. So all the best, go through history classes and let's pray that this corona fiasco comes to an end and we get to meet soon in person. God bless you all the best.